Yeah, I got all my big mouth, motor mouth of the South. I can type. I can top Kaya too. Let me go ahead and say this. The reason why I bring up the Justice Submit thing, I know I'm getting views and something down on my last video about the interview. Now let's talk about Fox News. I'm seeing some people that I don't know personally, but I used to watch their program. And I'm not a good, I'm not perfect Catholic Christian, but I'm shocked to see Raymond Arroyo. And remember, I ever told you about the Nevin brothers being black, Spanish, French, Creole, and Native American. And when I'm talking about what's her name, Linda Ronstadt, who's part Jamaican, no, part Jamaican, part Mexican, part not Jamaican. She part Mexican, part German, and she's singing "One Blue Bayou," and she bass um, what's his name, Howard Stern and his slave pet coon, ghetto gagging type woman, what's her name, Robin Quivers, about their bashing Selena. They was bashing her, saying that she supported South Africa apartheid. And then I mentioned the fact that Aaron Nelva did song with her. I don't know much, but I do know I love you. Can't you please? My voice not seeming very good right now because I still get a cold. That I need you now. Y'all know something back in '91. Okay, all right. It was like an interracial couple because you can tell she's mixed, but she's very fair skinned. And then Aaron Neville is about my color with curly hair. Yeah, And everyone knows the Nevin brothers. They're from Louisiana, and they are black, Native American, and French, Spanish, Creole, which is Creole. Okay, so a lot of folks not know they brought up Catholic, even though Aaron Neville does go on the Protestant TBN station. But he was singing with Raymond Arroyo, which on EWTN, world over. And when I was staying with my grandmother, and I was going to a lot, I used to watch EWTN a lot. Okay, and remember I told you about the Planned Parenthood and being in Houston, the largest one in Houston near the Third Ward, and what's the other Hispanic area? Second Ward, Magnolia, and close to Sunnyside. Okay, they try to get sisters and Latinos together. Well, guess what I knew about it because I almost got hired. I didn't try to put application, but they even offered me a job. But Martin Luther King's aunt, okay, Martin Luther King's aunt, no, Martin King's aunt, Martin Luther King's niece, which is Avita King. She was, even though she's a Protestant minister, or as a female, she was on Raymond Arroyo and she revealed that. But she's a totally different person on Fox News. And I was shocked too. She was campaigning for Glenn Beck, okay? So I don't agree with Avita King's politics 100%, but I do agree about the Planned Parenthood agenda to make African American people and Hispanic folks, especially Margaret Sanger. That's why I'm a pro-life Democrat. And one thing I have to criticize EWTN, when they put their Republican agenda in their Catholic station, I'm totally against that because that confused me. That's why I didn't vote for Gore and Bush. When I started getting attacked on my faith 20 years ago, okay, I had asked, and I never talked to some Catholics who are white, we need a Catholic programming. They had TBN for Protestants. Why bring EWT in Houston? I'm the one who even told them to bring EWT in Houston. Well, I ain't know Mother Angelica, who owns the show. I don't know if she's still alive or not, because I ain't watched it in a long time. Was Republican, and I never forget on her show she said it's about vote for God. If you're gonna vote for abortion, and that confused me. I said, well, I know coming from Texas, Bush ain't no good person. Okay, I ain't vote for him. And let's not forget that Bush visited Bob Jones, and Bob Jones was a Klansman, okay, and he anti-Catholic in the South, okay, and his university don't believe in interracial marriages, all that stuff. They're very racist. They have their own church of the Bible, and they're very pro-Protestant people like the Ku Klux Klan because he was a Klansman. So I don't see how they skip that. But white people who are not Protestant in America, whether Jew or Catholic, who don't have biases try to buy into white supremacy, white supremacy, should I say, is possible, because anyone knows that the ethnic white people, Europeans, who are Catholic or Protestant, were mistreated during Jim Crow. Besides the Irish and the Italians, you had Catholics from other European countries who were called niggers too, okay? Who were mistreated amongst the black people. As a priest on YouTube had mentioned, older priest who's white, who mentioned that his mother did not let them use the N word because the Ku Klux Klan used to come in their town, not only attacking us African American people, but attacking us the white Catholics too. So him, and it's shocked to see Raymond Arroyo on Fox. I knew he was Republican, but never thought that he would go into Fox News. And yeah, I'm hurt, but I don't care. I'm not a big fan of Raymond Arroyo. I knew he's suspect as in not being trustworthy. I knew sometime that this dude would use the word damn in the programming of EWTN. Like, wait a minute, homie, don't use that word. And Raymond Arroyo, he said, well, he Hispanic. Um, didn't I sound black Spanish Creole? Didn't I say that Spain used to own Louisiana along with France before it became part of the WASP Confederacy? Excuse me, y'all. There are white Spaniard people in Louisiana. I hope my real ancestor, my fourth grandfather, ain't related to this dude. And I do see some African nose on that Raymond Arroyo. I wouldn't be shy. He's a passing Creole, okay? So the white Spaniard Creole Puritans, okay, there are some there along with French, okay, and so he is part Italian, okay, because Italians came to New Orleans, and many of them did mix with the Creole people, okay. I had a crazy doctor that passed it as a Italian, he is part Italian, but one of my friends, because I got rid of him off my case at MHRA, because we got into it and he was being rude, and I had to snitch on him to the state. Um, One of my friends asked, "Where'd you get that good hair from?" And Italian or any white person is not going to answer that question. Oh, my people from Louisiana, New Orleans. So yes, his hair is curly. Everybody think he's Hispanic, but no, he is part Italian, part Creole. My former doctor, okay, I got rid of his behind off my case because he was being rude and ratchet with me, and I snitched him to the state of Texas about how he was treating me. Okay, so anyway, my point is, but many Italians came to New Orleans, and they did mix with Creole people, mixed race Creole people, but they also mixed with other white people. So they are ethnically mixed, okay, with the Cajuns and the Spaniards, those who are pure white Spaniards in Louisiana. So he is part Hispanic from the Spaniards coming in Louisiana and part Italian. So I'm shocked to see this Spaniard Italian dude from Louisiana, possibly black Creole too, with that Negroid nose. Because I used to question myself, as a mixed race person, why is that dude nose so wide? And we know about Italians having African mixture, those from Sicily, but I don't think that they come from that part. I think it came from Black Louisiana. Okay, you know what I mean? But I need that low. The reason why I bring this up because Aaron Neville, they do Christmas. Aaron Neville sing with Raymond Royal on EWTN on Christmas time. I used to watch them singing Christmas carols. Even they used to show them after Christmas during the Christmas season before New Year's. So these on Christmas Carol, Aaron Neville, okay? Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Y'all know, okay? Anyway, everybody, I can't sing because my throat's still congested. And I'm still drinking this uh, Black Sea water, Black Sea oil water, and taking Robitussin. And I'm also taking apple cider vinegar mixed with water, the bug apple cider. I gotta ask, is that bug related to the white side of my family? It's bag, right? Okay, that's a bug. Okay, bag apple cider. Anyway, so because you get the cheap ones, it's not as good as the bug. The bug is the real one. Okay, it's the real apple cider vinegar. Okay, so I mix it with my water and drink with a straw, so you won't mess up your teeth. And it's going away. I'm still coughing that stuff out, but that'll be nasty here. But that's why y'all can't hear it on YouTube because I play myself. But if y'all heard me in person, YouTube's got a good proven technology. You can know. That's why I can't see me. Everybody, I put the deep voice. Everybody plays the fool sometime. No exception to rule. Okay, anyway, so Aaron now will be singing with Aaron Rainbow Royal on doggone EWTN. So that's how I know. That's how I know about Jesse Jackson being a boy, almost being a boy because on Black and Catholic they talked about that back in 2003. Okay, on the internet, this Dolores Greer. She's a former Baptist. She's a convert. She's one of the Republican New York people. So I know this is a high yellow brother who's a convert too. They're talking about the history. That's why I know about the Pope. Not all popes were for slavery. They excommunicated people who was a part of the slave trade, during the slave trade. Okay, a lot of folks will talk about that history. Okay, real good. Okay, that's how I know about Jesse Jackson. Always being born with his mulatto high yellow dad paid for his more browner skinned part Native American black mother to get a boy and she refused. That's how I know about that story. Okay. Baby, I be doing all these research and stuff. Baby, yes. So as a Catholic convert, that's how I know who Arroyo is because he used to be, he's still on world over. And I remember Avita King being a guest, which is Martin King's niece. Um, and she mentioned about Planned Parenthood and the black genocide. That's how I know about this stuff, okay? Now, that's why I didn't vote for Gore as well, when Mother Angelica the nun had mentioned that I didn't vote for Bush either, because I'm from Texas. I know Bush ain't no good either, okay? So, therefore, you know what I'm saying? So, I know I went to, back in 2000, I went to a job interview, okay, for a temp agency. I went to a job interview on election day back in 2000, okay? So, when I was 21 years old, legal to drink, okay? Now, as I was saying, let's get back to the stuff with Jesse. Guess who also on doggone Fox Alert? The dark skinned brother Leo Terrell from LA County. You know, Ratchet LA County. Ratchet LA was black and brown, black hoe. Not pure black, but brown, mixed from Latin America, was African, Spanish, Native American, DNA, Mexican mostly. The cop picking, sharp picking fight down there in Los Angeles for white supremacy. Anyway, he's been on her out. Baby, I'm way better than Wendy Williams on this situation. Anyway, I'm sorry to say, either Williams got more experience than I do. He was on the Puerto Rican part Jewish Trump supporter, that messed with the OJ case. Geraldo Rivera, that other coconut. Okay, thank you. Who was a Puerto, but not Mexican, Puerto Rican, down there in Los Angeles. He used to be on the Geraldo Rivera show in the '90s, talking about OJ and gossip and everything else. Okay, baby, I keep up with this mess. Okay, so that's how I know about that. I keep because I keep with the shit. Okay, so I remember he was on Fox News when a white dude with dyed blonde hair during the 20 years ago the Latin explosion with Jennifer Lopez and which is Tom Tony had for a career. We all know about that. Ricky Martin and uh, Mark Anthony and Enrique Iglesias came out. Okay, and this I never forget. Um, you had Leah Terrell, mad talking about Ricky Martin ain't gonna stop the racism against Hispanics and left on to say he always get mad. That dog chocolate brother who's a lawyer always get mad on his feelings like the Drake song and walk out, get mad. Always have a mean face. That's how I know him because he used to do the same thing on Geraldo Rivera's show. So I'm shocked to see these two, and it's a lighter brown skin brother, big old light skin brother from the Republican Party on this show. Baby, they all talk about this. Oh, Jesse, dang, should I join the doggone panel? I should. I think I should. But they invite me, so I make my own panel on YouTube. The king of YouTube. That's right, exactly is the king. The motor mouth of the South. Way better than Kaya, my neck and my back. Yes, sorry, I'm sorry. She the queen. So I'm the king. YouTube mouth of the South. You know doggone where it is. Now, anyway, been there since 2010. I'll be 10 years next year in 2020. On September. As I was saying, they all discussing. And I gotta say this, Raymond Arroyo, and I gotta question that African nose of yours, whether it is it from the Hannibal, um, what's this guy, Sicily? Yeah, Sicilian side, or if it's American, black American mixed with that Creole mixture, that gumbo mixture. Because you know about gumbo because you're from Louisiana. You're a black Spanish. Oh, did I say that? You're a white Spaniard Creole and Italian. right? Well, guess what? I'm part Black Spanish Creole and French Creole as well. My fourth grandfather was a Real on my mama's side, and his parents were from Louisiana, born. He was born in Texas in 1846. They did the estimate because they don't know. Of course, if he was a slave, he was free. They didn't count them real good back then in the census. Now, as I was saying, shout out to my great grandfather, my fourth grandfather Real. Okay. As I was saying, to educate the YouTubers who know about the Spanish mixture and the French mixture of Louisiana. Okay. Anyway, you have never talked about how Jussie Smollett bashed the president. I'm going to react what I heard on LBJ's ad back in 1964 during the campaign him and Goldwater. Now, Goldwater was an openly racist, and LBJ was an undercover racist. And that's the reason why we got Planned Parenthood, because of Nixon, a Republican, by the way. But that Republican was friends with LBJ, who's a Dixiecrat, who was an undercover Klansman. You know, I had those niggers vote Democrat for years in Texas, and I'm from Texas. Like, I understand why he said that. Because on that Goldwater, it was a Klansman. No, it was a man saying what the Klansman said from Alabama back in 1964. Raymond Arroyo, who's Catholic, please understand I'm about to do this right now. Over here in Alabama, we hate niggerism, Catholicism, Judaism, and all the other ism. Says the whoever the Klans chapter down there in Alabama who support Goldwater. I like Goldwater because isn't that okay? And the communism and all the other stuff. So Goldwater, even though it's Hillary Clinton's best friend, that's why I didn't vote for her either. Um, Goldwater is no different than Trump. Eisenhower is no different than Trump. Now, I am part Spanish Creole from Louisiana. I'm from here, from Texas, but my roots come from Louisiana. And no offense to any Hispanics, I'm about to say a word. Eisenhower had a thing called Operation, excuse me for my language, wetback. And Trump support that. I say, how Latinos from Trump support that mess? I don't understand. Why would you support a man who support Operation, no offense to anybody, become very politically correct, wetback by President Eisenhower, who was a racist, who caused folks to hate Hispanics, especially those of Mexican descent, and he was mistreating immigrants. So President Trump support that. Now, of course, you're not Mexican. You're part Spaniard Creole. I hope that Spaniard Creole is not mixed with that black, because I do question that doggone wide Negro nose of yours, besides Italian. You're going to see him criticize Jussie Smollett bashing President Trump. And I just interact with, I'm going to say it again, the Goldwater fan from whose clan was saying on what's his name? LBJ's ad, 1964. Over here in Alabama, we hate Negroism, Catholicism, Judaism, and all the other isms. Okay, so if that man is no different Goldwater, and that man is no different Eisenhower, and he's named Donald Trump, does that make sense? Why would you be stupid enough to defend this man? Because let me tell you something. I'm glad this, and y'all give me props. Houston Chronicle. Before Houston Chronicle came out with the Southern Baptist sex abuse scandal, I talked about that on my channel. So I'm glad y'all exposed that, but can y'all give Zacchaeus his credit since we both from the same dang on city? Thank you. Yes, all my YouTubers know. You know dang on well that I came out and mentioned the Southern Baptist sex abuse scandal and put the link on my channel. Next thing I'm seeing PBS talking about this. I'm gonna say UPS. PBS talking about this. Houston Chronicle talking, all these other YouTubers talking about this. So why I'm not getting no props? Why nobody say I'm acting like Rashid Strover over here about colorism? Why nobody's talking about this? Okay, so let's get back to the subject. Okay, so because everybody not know that you're part Spanish Creole until till you mention it about Louisiana having Spaniard and Italian mixture. Why are you bashing Jussie Smollett about Trump? Because let me say something about Trump. Trump don't care about you either. And the reason I'm about to mention Trump, every time we have a Republican president, have y'all noticed over recent years, we have anti-Catholicism on the media. Now, I'm not talking about that we should let go the sex abusers in the priesthood. They should be kicked out and defrauded and shot out the Francis for kicking out the cardinal who knew about the situations. And so to make because the idea is attack us Catholics, who I'm a former Protestant, even I'm not, and I ain't going to church today. And yeah, I go. I mean, I go when I want to go to until they clean up the diocese down here. And it's not about the sexual scandal; it's about these wolfish clothing, spiritual abuse. Because I'm an ex-Protestant, I know about spiritual abuse. Okay, and you see, talk to me crazy and act like a Pharisee. I'm not going. Okay, thank you. Now, as I was saying. Yes, I know that it's the bride of Christ. I do believe that in my heart. But it needs to be the bride of Christ. Keep all that ratchet stuff that goes on in the church, including these old ministers, these priests who are rude and abusive, acting like a bunch of Pharisees, acting like a bunch of theatrics. I'm not going to hear nobody talk about the Lord in the Bible and they acting like they're theatrics and being rude, acting the 34th of Ezekiel up here. Y'all know the 34th of the bad prophets talking rude, because I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be provoked to act a fool in God's property. Because there are times when I did get taught, I almost slip and custom. I don't want to do that. It's blasphemy. And I almost attack them. I don't care if they all have a title. They not acting like priests. They're acting like a bunch of wolves in sheep clothing and be kicked out of the church and stop making the pride of Christ look terrible. People are searching for God. People are searching for God in the right way. Here's the church that Jesus put on this earth, and you got people making it look ratchet. That's just wrong. I ain't the perfect one. But at least I leave my ratchets outside church, and I ain't with the church for a while. But if I want to go to church, I'm going to try to be holy as possible and do it for myself and God. Not for you, not for the priest, not for the pope. Not it's for me and God. Only two people, myself and God. Hello. So the truth of the matter is, all this old wolf and she called a mess. They try to emulate the confidence Reformation mess. That's what started, okay? Protestant, and you see Protestant ministers being rude, crude, and everything else in their church, and getting ideas from Dobson, who's surprised ain't no Catholic. Okay, please keep that mess out there, and then I'll come back to church. But once I see somebody act a fool and rude, they talk to me crazy, I forget they not God, they still human underneath that dark collar. I might go off and ain't ratchet right back at the behind, and I don't want to get tempted to do that mess because I am bipolar type 1. That'll be known up here. Now, as I was saying, until they clean the diocese down and get the sex offenders out there, but get those who act like wolves. Because I'm an ex-prize, I saw that mess in my Baptist church. That's the main reason why in my own family. That's why I left. You talk to me like the Etchifist from John 3rd John, and talk to me like a scribes and Pharisees, and talk to me doggone crazy like the king of Gentiles, and what's the other one? The benefactors. I'm not going to church unless you want to be fighting down, unless we're going to go off the street and fight. We can take the robe off and we're going to fight on the street because I see you as a human being. So respect me, I respect you. Don't talk to me crazy. Don't look down at me, give me all weird. Look, act like I'm not welcome. I'm not welcome, I'm not coming. Thank you. All right? So until they clean the diocese up, all the bad priests up in here, not just on the sex offender, but the ones who acting rude and true. Because I'm an expert. I saw that old woman, she called it mess and Protestantism, fundamentalism. Growing up as a child, that turned me off. I knew, thank God, it was my intuition that it's demonic itself. I'm not going to church and tell nobody talk to me crazy and taking sides of my abusers who are not Catholic and those who, okay? You gotta know my story on YouTube. Okay? So therefore, I'm not going. You ain't gonna pull me, you're gonna fight if you pull me, because I'm gonna knock your doctor behind out. Okay? You can touch your hand on me, whatever. However, until they clean that mess in these different parishes and start teaching true Catholicism in the biblical sense, apologetics, okay? And let the folks know, because people want to hear the truth and stop and, oh, wait a second, I gotta bring it up too. Because in these parishes, these priests are lazy. They don't, baby, if I was the Pope, I would kick a bunch of these folks out of the ministry. You know I would. I would kick them out. They would not have a job. They would not even enter in the priesthood. Never again. Besides the sex offense, is also these people don't want to teach the truth. They are scared to go in the Bible and show, for example, why we honor the Blessed Mother, because of in Luke 1:4, all generation call her blessed. That's why you see her picture all over the place and she's known. Okay? They don't go in there. Why we go to confession? James chapter 5:15, confess to another. They don't even teach that. You know what I'm saying? No, they sit here, say, how did Jesus made the church? Matthew 16, 13 to 19. And the keys came from Isaiah 22, 15, 22. Okay, and the keys of house David, it's the keys of house, it's keys of heaven. And why do they call the Pope? Well, the Pope means in Latin and Greek, it means father and papa, and that word comes from because in Isaiah 22, 21, Father Hibbis who have the keys. Thank you. Peter was the first because he gave the keys. That makes sense. They don't teach that. These priests are scared to talk. Priests are so lazy. I'm not listening to nobody. That's why you got folks leaving the church. You don't leave in the true church and go to these old false churches. No offense to your Protestants, but I'm gonna tell you like it is in my channel. False interpreted by men after the Reformation, the so-called Reformation. That's why, and you want to talk about politics, they scared. I did not know that. You went to seminary school for 3 years. You remember Paul was trained before he went to start ministry in 3 years. Remember he said there would be false prophets, wolves in sheep clothing, and he cried for 3 years. That's what in Acts. That's what he was talking about. You had to get trained. Don't get a recent convert. Okay, didn't it say in Timothy? Don't get a recent convert. You had to get trained. Okay, so what they were doing in seminary school, where they was cheat on their test or something. I'm not coming to listen to you guys saying until you have a better attitude. And last time I checked, St. Paul told Timothy that mentioned in that third chapter, First Timothy, that the leader's character, whether be deacons, the elders in Greek means presbyterials, means priests or presbyters. A lot of folks say, what's priests in the Old Testament? New Testament, excuse me. That means the elders. Yes, presbyterials, whatever you say in Greek, that comes from the word priest. Thank you. Please know your Greek, folks. God, okay. Folks, they can teach that. They're supposed to be uneducated. And I understand it's our job to read the Bible verses they read, or the mislect and everything else in the bulletin. But really, who's not promoting it? Who's not encouraging it? It's not the priest. The priest's not doing that. So they're lazy. And I'm telling you, for almost 20 some years, I've been witnessing that. Okay? And they get mad, have an attitude. So they have attitude. I don't forget that dog. I don't care if they doggone priest. They still a human being. And when they have an attitude, we can go do the Christian way, we can do the evil way. Take it off of God's property. We're going to fight, argue right there. Because we're going to try to argue on God's property. That's why I don't go. Because I'm sorry bipolar. You don't talk to me crazy. Respect goes both ways. Therefore, you don't talk to me crazy. You're supposed to be the slave of the Lord. Or the what's it called? What do you call that thing? Servant of the Lord, and call it 2 Timothy 24:26. Okay, chapter 2 of 2 Timothy. Okay, so therefore, I don't see how these folks miss these things. Miss the thing, even in the catechism, it talks about scandal. Not only talking about sex, it talks about scandal in your behavior. And so therefore, you scandalize those who don't want to come to church with this attitude. And that's why I don't go. Now I will go back until I see some improvement, but I ain't gonna sit here and listen about complaints of my misery and see here, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I start seeing that. So that's why I don't go. I know I love my faith until God get these folks out of ministry, get those who defend them out. I ain't going to come back. I see some improvement. Thank you. See, remember, you can say I'm going to hell, and it's more because it's more to sin not to go to church because people be getting their body blood Jesus Christ because that's the highest form of worship. However, if the people ain't acting growly in their doggone priesthood, acting a fool, like I remind me when I was a Protestant, even jungle family see all their ratchet behavior from the priests, from the ministers, and it would turn me off, and I gotta see this in my. I'm not coming unless you want to see a fight outside. Okay? Hello, I'm saying because you're under that cloth, you're still a human. You're not God. Humble yourself. Please. That's how to go. Now, as I was saying, because I know my faith as a Catholic person. And some of them priests ain't doing what the church tells you to do. They've been putting their own stuff. And that's why when I told that Nigerian one, I'm going to tell the Pope, he got scared. The priest, Nigerian, don't tell the Pope because he know he was not doing his job. Because some of y'all blind, don't even do your research, don't even read the catechism, don't read the Bible, none of that stuff. You see, you just go to church and listen and then go out. That's why you get lost. Thank you. Now, one day has the video said that we Catholics become Protestant and strong Protestants become Catholic. That makes sense. Now, let's get back to the subject. Okay? Now, as I was saying, that Raymond Arroyo, okay? Raymond Arroyo, you need to humble yourself, dude. America was not America when it was established by white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Was not caring about you or me. I don't look like my white ancestor. Yeah, you are classified as white, but they made sure they're talking about Anglos, not no Italians, not no Spaniards. Okay, let's get that straight. And then now you ain't got some black DNA because we know about Italians going down to Louisiana, going with them sisters, them Creole sisters. Anyway, like I ain't gonna spill that beans on my channel. You need to slow your roll, dude. Trump don't care about you. I'm going to interact with the doggone. Besides, Eisenhower, and I hate to use that word, Operation whatever that was called back in 1954. That's the same year my dad was born. And the same year that the Brown versus Education. People don't know their history. Okay? Years later, 10 years later, 10 years later, that's right, 54, 64. I'm very good at math, huh? Let me do my acting skills up in here. Get in character. I'm gonna have to be the lead Nansen. Act like a Klansman. Over here in Alabama, we hate niggerism, Catholicism, Judaism, and all the other isms. Okay, Alabama is not that far. Oh, yeah, it's like a couple states down, like not that far from Louisiana. The Creole cultures in Alabama too. A lot of folks didn't know that, especially in Mobile and other places. Okay, do you know that they don't want you behind here because you're not a wasp? So stop attacking Jussie Smollett about this. And please stop bringing the Republican agenda. You know, the Jerry Falwell agenda that didn't like you either and don't like our faith into EWTN. Please tell Mother Angelica. I know she's elderly. I know my Italian from Midwest sister who came down. Her mission was to come down to the South, was to reach out to the Africans and people doing the civil rights movement. A lot of folks not know that. That's why EWTN is in Alabama. Um, it's not up there in New York. It's not up there with mostly Catholic in New York or Chicago, or it's in Alabama because her mission was during the civil rights movement was to go down and reach out to the African American people down there. That was a lot of folks don't know that. Okay, she trying to be the Saint Elizabeth Sutton. Saint Elizabeth Sutton was one of the saints who was a nun who reached out to African American and Native American children ministry. She was a convert. She was Eastern. She was Eastern. She was a former Episcopalian who became a Catholic, and that's why you had the Black Indian missions. Yes, besides you have the Josephites, who was historically black, especially in Louisiana, because Creole culture, but also too, they had the Black Indian missions. And I remember every time at mass, man, I put my money in for the Black Indian mission. Yes, I will. Yes, I put in the collection plate. I sure did put my money in for Black Indian missions. Okay, because I'm African American and Native American. That's how it is. Besides French, Irish, English, Spanish, Creole, and everything. Thank you. Okay, so I see I kick to the community. Hello. So Raymond Arroyo need to stop with this trying to kiss her to white America that didn't like us in the first place. White American, I'm the enemy of what the white man said on that Goldwater about defending Goldwater on the LBJ ad on the commercial on back in '64. Over here we hate Negroism, Catholicism, Judaism, and all the other isms. And let's be known that the man you working for Fox, okay, Royce, whatever his name is, he was friends with Nixon. Nixon was friends with LBJ, and LBJ and Nixon had Candy Kill with H.L. Hunt. Does it rings a bell? H.L. Hunt was a billionaire in Dallas, just like Trump, racist of the oil gas industry in Texas, who was a part of the Ku Klux Klan, so the best anti-Catholic, and also gave money to the Nation Islam that Michael X had to expose, so it's a part of the Ku Klux Klan. Okay? Yes, when he called out the Nation Islam. So therefore, and had Candy Kill, the area where Candy Kill sadly was killed, who was the first Catholic who married a sister. Yes, Jackie Kennedy was passed for white. She had black ancestry. Okay, she told the New York Geology Library to say there was her Jewish ancestry, but there was her black ancestry. So Michelle Obama is the first sister to be a first lady. Okay, anyway. And Michelle Obama ain't no pure black woman, and she got European in her too. So anyway, yeah, she not no pure black woman either. She's still mixed. I don't care what you do. Well, I don't care. They say if your bloodline mixed up, screwed up, mixed up, everything else, you just mixed. Stop being something you're not because of political lies. You ain't benefit for claiming to be pure. Well, if you're white, but when they see you come out, look what happened to the cop down there in Michigan who, Cleon Brown. When he told everybody he was 18% black, that DNA test, they started treating him like a brother. Reg Darzell, even though she got no black in her, is now facing that with her welfare fraud situation. She gonna be treated like a sister on welfare. She is the new welfare queen. Then Reagan came out with that term. Okay, hello. Let's get this subject. So, Fox News. had connection with the coolest. Well, because Nixon who made abortion, yes, thank you. That's why you can't say me Democrat is a baby killer because a Republican named Nixon said I didn't want them black bastards. That's why, and I wonder he had sexual revolution back in the 60s and 70s. Folks would sleep with the same sex, opposite sex, unmarried, so-called free love. They was trying to encourage the minorities to do this so they can get rid of minorities. It's in the drugs. The drug, they bought the drugs, CIA and Reagan. So, dude, you have to choose. And don't forget, sex was scandal. The Franklin cover up. In Nebraska, excuse me, Raymond O'Rourke, do your doggone research. Then 30 years ago, they had a sexual scandal in the Republican Party. Bush and Reagan administration, and them sleeping with boys down there. Lifetime do a docu series on that too, on the freaking cover up. Thank you. Yeah, in Boys Town, they were sleeping and raping them boys down there, and you had politicians in the Bush and Reagan administration. So before anybody talk about the Catholic Church, if you're gonna bash the Catholic Church, bash America because they kept it cover. They told the media to keep it hush 30 years ago. But on my channel, on my media, we not gonna keep that cover up. Thank you. So that's why I laugh all these claims. Because people just use this as a scapegoat to make me be what they expect me to be. I'm not your expectation. I'm not your expectation. Walk off the doggone channel. As I was saying. So therefore, that's all I gotta say. So you support a president who support WIC, hold on, Operation WICK. Okay, support all these things, racist policies, everything else, and also anti-Catholic. Every time we have a Republican, you notice that they bring up sexual scandals. But somebody saw my video from Houston Chronicle about the Southern Baptist Convention and then give me no props. Give honors due, y'all. Houston Chronicle. Please give my props because I was the first one on my YouTube at that recent time to mention anything about the Southern Baptist Convention having sexual scandals. And kept the link on the bottom. How many times y'all did yes? Even with the diocese, I talk about the diocese, that support them through investigation of the diocese, sexual scandal. And y'all sit here, did not give me no prize of the Southern Baptist Convention, but we know about the sexual scandal way before this because half of the African people, or not all, are Baptist. Not all, since it's the largest Protestant denomination, the Baptist. So thank you. And nobody Baptist people down there in the South who were racist, who were slave owners, did have sex, did do all that mess on because they saw black folks as property. Half the Confederate soldiers are our great grandpas. Papa was a rolling stone. Come on, let's see what Jennifer Lopez in there last week. It was born. She should have put me on there besides doggone Alicia Keys. She should have put me who's a part Italian, by the way, besides black. Is she Italian Irish? Yes. Alicia Keys part Italian. Yes, she is. No one that the Italian nun on the American. No, it was American Idol. It was the what's the one the voice for Italian. That Italian nun song Alicia Keys. That's her Italian sister. Pub being part black, Italian, Irish. Talking about the no one. My voice not good right now. God talking at this old throat. Doing away what and actually when my hair was very longer in 2007 before I cut it 2008 I would unbraid it and go downtown to get it braided and never forget I would swing my hair around because it was relaxed and actually on the faucet seeing it act like I'm Alicia Keys playing the piano, you know what I'm saying? Well, no, when y'all don't do it away what I feel for you. Yes, I can't sing real good now. This throat now, for real. So that's why the Italian nun who on the Italian version of The Voice was singing Alicia Keys song because Alicia Keys part Italian. No wonder. Now, besides Irish. Yes, Alicia Keys part Italian. You know, fall in love with you and all that song. And yes, I still love that song. Baby, we was jamming that song 2007. Baby, that's my song. Yes, it was. The Alicia Keys song. And my hair was long to almost to my neck. Yeah, past my no, it was passing my neck. No, it didn't pass my neck. It was close to my shoulders. And I would unbraid this hair and whip it. Baby, I would whip it, my hair back and forth. I forget, acting like the male version of Alicia Keys' that song. No one. And I play like I was playing the piano in the bathroom. Doing away what I feel. Oh. Oh, baby, I love that song. Anyway, let's get back to the subject. So, as I was saying, okay? Okay. So, you know exactly. Yes, to Italian American people, you have a sister besides Faith Evans, besides Prince. He's part Italian too. Yes, he is. He's part Creole, black Creole, Italian, Native American. God rest his soul, Mr. Prince Nelson, okay? And they did him dirty. Let's go crazy. Yes, yes. All my channel, we gonna talk about multiracialism. Yes, let's go crazy. And I'm a multiracial man. I'm gonna talk about multiracial. I'm gonna bring all the multiracial business up my channel. Let's make America mix, mix, mix. Well, it's already mixed. Remix that mix again. Thank you. Let it be known that we mixed in America. Now, mix. Make America mix, remixed again. Thank you. Hello, because we already mixed up already. As I was saying, yes, Prince was part Italian, besides Black American and Creole and Native American. Thank you. Baby, I be doing these research on these people's background, baby. I know, baby. Mixed is mixed. And mixed is good, just like anything else. That's why I'm not ashamed of my multiracial background. Yes, yes. Alicia Keys is your sister. Now, besides Faith Evans, who married to Biggie, you know, she's saying, you know, dun 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 dun. Oh, I never knew. Oh no, my voice sounds good. Love like this before, love like this before. Never had someone to show me a love. Oh, my voice is good. Thank you, God. Love like this before. Dun, 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 that's my song. Dun, dun, dun. Back 99, 20 years ago, baby. I would come out. They said, Zach, what's wrong with you? Come out, be dancing on the bus. Dun, baby, I love me some doggone Faith Evans. Okay? No wonder Stevie J married her in a minute. All in a minute, baby. I love that song. Yes. Stevie J, you go ahead and get your girl. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, make sure you be faithful. Don't have these different baby mamas like you have right now, Stevie J. All right. Leave it alone. Let that be your baby mama. Okay. Let it be your last baby mama. No more baby mamas. Okay. Stop being a part of Creek Squad. You're married now. You married. Stevie J. Stay with Faith Evans. Be faithful to Faith Evans. Okay. Now, let's get back to such. Even though Fabulous wanted her, you know, what is it? Faithful for light skin. Whatever you're saying. Well, I'm sorry. Fabulous. Stick with Emily. Okay. Well, no, leave Emily alone because you over here beating her, act like the part black Latino because they're Dominican. Of Ike Turner, okay, and have her be the Hispanic Puerto Rican Tina Turner. No, we don't know that mess. Whether she or her folks was stealing from you, why you let them in the house? Because I'm sorry. And you ain't nobody steal my daggone house, you be kicked out and be beating on and fighting nobody. Okay, as I heard people tell me, yeah, the reason why she would fight, because they were stealing her brother and her dad was stealing. Okay, that's some somebody else told me after I was defending Emily. Okay, if that's the case, and they should be still should be locked up too with long family beating her and not her. Guess what? Then you need to go ahead and put charges on them. What's wrong? I put charges on my father, on my brother, on him, beat up my wife, and if she part of it, she divorce, and get out of my house. Shoot, ain't nobody steal from me. Shoot. You can get your ass in trouble. So the cuss up in here. Now let's get to the subject. About yes, Alicia Keys, the one. Baby, I don't forget back in the day, I'm braiding my hair, ready to go get braided. I had to put it in the ponytail, put it somewhere in a do-rag, and then on 2007 go on the bus and go near downtown somebody to get my hair braided. I don't forget them doggone days, baby. I don't forget. Every weekend, wash the hair, condition it. I wanted to have a hot oil, and it was growing. Sure was. So anyway, I don't forget. And I'll actually unbraid it, and you know your hair be curly when you have your hair relaxed and cornrows. You know, say because you know after before you because it be turned straight then because you already had your hair relaxed. Well, guess what? Baby, my hair baby, like Alicia Keys, baby. Don't forget, baby, I love it. And you know, I used to go Starbucks, my well, Starbucks was my drug dealer. I love coffee. And I used to see all the albums, CDs of Alicia Keys of that song, baby. Alicia Keys, Alicia Keys. Now let's get to the subject. Yes, Alicia Keys. Baby, I love that song. Baby, I forget them doggone days. Oh, 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 baby, I love that song. Oh, yes. So that's why that Italian woman was singing, the nun was singing that song on Italian voice, okay? Because that's her sister. Because she part Italian. Now, anyway, like I was saying, in America, you got treated like trash. So did I did, okay? It's sad that the ethnic white Europeans, whether they're Orthodox, Catholic, or Jewish, will try to be in the same pot with the white racist WASP. Now, not saying every WASP person is racist, but those who are bigoted. So, because they treated, you like trash. They had signs that say no Irish, no niggas. They had something. They had all that. They like Polish people too. So you over here defending a Fox, you join Fox News, crazy. Owned by Nixon's friend who legalized abortion to get rid of black bastards. Okay, watch that documentary, Black Genocide, y'all. Please, Marfa 21, Black Genocide. It's on YouTube. Okay. And he did say to get them black bastards back in 1975, abortion was legal. Wait, what God thought it's called. Anyway. And that man is friends with H.L. Hunt, who was a Klansman, anti-Catholic. And he was he was LBJ's friend. Anytime a white racist person brings up Republican or Democrat being a Klan, we know the Klan Dixiecrats who were Klansmen became Republican. Let's get that straight. They talking about LBJ. Just like Martin King talked about, what's the man's name? LBJ being a burning house. Integration. Got code words. So you're going to join an organization that has an anti-Catholic rhetoric behind it and hate minorities and want to make America great again as a white, pro-white, male, straight Protestant. Conservative Protestant, not liberal or mainline. You want to join that type of organization, Rainbow Royal? Is that money? Is that the money? Okay? So let me let you know, Fox News don't care about you being Catholic. And every time we have a Republican president, they're going to talk about sexual scandals in the Catholic Church. When Obama's president, people didn't hate Pope Francis. Now, when Bush was president, the son, before Obama, and Pope Benedict came, you saw all this anti-Catholic stuff all in the media and people protesting. But when Pope Francis came, during Obama's campaign, you didn't see that mess. The media controls people. Why is that protest at the Southern Baptist Convention? I'd love to see that. Point is, yes. So Raymond Royal, you are that race, and why, if you don't like minorities, why are you singing with Aaron Neville? Everybody plays the fool. Sometimes you playing the fool right now. Every time. Don't make no sense. You gonna bash Jussie Smollett? Yeah, because Jussie Smollett knows that Trump supporters are racist. Many of them are, not all. Some are confused. But they don't care about you. Trump don't care about you. He's using you. He's using Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly have a sexual scandal on Fox News. Remember? Okay. And he's an Irish Catholic? Yeah. Shoes. Let's call it like it is. It's sad to say using ethnic European white folks to further their message. The same folks that they bashed back in the day. Yes, when they had they call Italian wops, no offense to Italian, they call folks niggas back in the day, they call folks whatever, all these racist stuff and ethnic slurs. They made fun of Irish, no Irish here. You gonna sit here and go on a Fox News channel and defend Fox News and Trump, knowing that Pope Francis is against Trump. Knowing this, because when they say make America great again, they talking about making it WASP, white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestant, pro-male, straight. If you go in detail of go sexual art, that's what they're talking about. They're not talking about you. You don't fit that criteria, bro. Get in your head. over here defending that man. That man don't care about you. And man, Melania Catholic. When the last time she went to church? I heard somebody say that. She ain't no active Catholic. She showed not. And she definitely, I know I ain't perfect. We see all them bisexual pictures of hers, them thought pictures. And y'all got this man in office in the first bisexual, openly bisexual. We see all them naked people, them women. As the first lady of the country. You conservative? Really? Look here, dude. Let me tell you something, dude. Lay low on the Fox News and do your own research. I know you're older than me. I know you're married, got kids, and all that other crap. But to bash Jussie Smollett by bashing Trump, Trump don't care about you, especially who you are, and especially what you believe. Every doggone time, Reagan, the two Bushes, and even this man here, there's always been an anti-Catholic uproar. Because if you're going to bash the Catholic Church, bash the Protestant churches, bash the Episcopalian, they got system scandal, bash the Baptists, the Methodists, Jehovah's Witnesses, bash all the other religions. And let's be known that shout out to Philip Jenkins, who is an ex-Catholic who became a Episcopalian Protestant, who admitted in his book, Priests and Pedophiles, is a 1% of Protestant ministers guilty of sexual abuse against children. Not Catholic, but the media that's anti-Catholic because of the history of the country. Thomas Jefferson, that's the reason why they're anti-Catholic. Let me remind you what the Klansmen said on that LBJ album, Defending Goldwater. Over here in Alabama, we hate Negroism, Catholicism, Judaism, and all the isms. Okay? So, I'm sure they behind closed doors was saying that back in the day when they was campaigning for Nixon and Goldwater. And Fox News Fox News founder was Nixon's friend, right? All these racial stereotypes, all these ethnic slurs, and all this stuff against people who don't fit the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant pie of America, does not who get attacked in a news forum called Fox News. You have sold out who you are, Raymond Arroyo, and I'm very surprised. Yeah, I'm a bad cat. I don't care. Let me tell you something. The only person I prefer to judge my soul is Almighty, not a human. But for you to set out against your own faith purposely, I know I'm not the person. I know cussing and everything else. But I'm not going to go on a platform that does not like my faith, don't like who I am. And they're using Italians like, what's the name? Jeanette, whatever her name is, the one that Whoopi Goldberg was arguing with, who's a judge. Piro. They're using her. They're using her. They're using you too. They don't care about you because they want America go back to WASP America. When they say America, that means back in the bus, lynchings, murders, people talk about Irish people calling folks WICKs, it's bad C's. They want to go back to that old bigoted time. Okay? You support bigotry and you spit on your faith. Even when the Pope said did not like Trump's beliefs and actually said he was unchristian, and he is. Okay? Call it like it is, Raymond Arroyo. Wake up, homie, and let me let you know. You know what I'm saying? And don't let nobody know if that Negro knows it's not from some sister down the family tree that was mixed with some Spanish and French back in Creole, Louisiana days before it became part of the Confederacy, if you know your history, y'all.